This video will walk you through the steps as to how to construct a median within a triangle. As a reminder, a median is simply a line that will start from the vertex of an angle, extend to the opposing side, and cut the opposing side in half. This process is going to be very similar to what you did with finding the perpendicular bisector, with one little tweak at the end of the process. So, if you look at the example that I have on my paper, I'm trying to find the median from vertex A, which means we're going to have a line that goes from vertex A down here in the bottom corner. It'll extend to the opposing side. What I need to find here is where on the opposing side is that median, is that midpoint. So what I'm going to do here to figure that out is I'm going to essentially walk through the same steps that we did with perpendicular bisector, because part of that too was to figure out where the midpoint is. So to do that, we put our compass on one of the endpoints of the opposing line. We go ahead and make an arc. Keep your compass the same width, flip it to the opposite end of the line, and go ahead and make an arc going the opposite direction. So you can see here that we have two arcs, they cross over each other. That's a good thing. Now, we did that with a perpendicular bisector. Here's where the tweak comes into play. When you line up your ruler, if this were a perpendicular bisector, all we would do is simply shoot a line right through the points, we'd be done. I don't want to do that. That would be for a perpendicular bisector. We need to figure out how to use this for a median. Since all we care about is where the side gets split in half, what you're going to do is you're going to line up your ruler. All you want to do is note where the ruler and the side cross each other. So what I did was simply, I just made a bolted out point. You can make a little slash, whatever you need to, a marking of some sort that says where that ruler and line cross each other. You mark that point. From this point, we're going to go ahead and connect it to the vertex. So you'll line up your ruler from your point that you just made with your vertex. And again, you want to be as accurate as you can be with it. And that's your median. That line goes from the center of one side to the opposing angle, meaning that it cuts the particular side in half. Again, steps are very similar to a perpendicular bisector. That last tweak at the end, instead of drawing a line through the arcs themselves, use it to find where the midpoint would be, where the line that you should have drawn and the side itself cross. Connect that point back to the vertex of the angle.